Hey, you, hope you're well. I have another channeled message and how I received it, this time on Exploring Spirituality. The channeled message, it's very strong. It came through strongly. So if you're really curious how I received it, stay tuned. But first, the channeled message. They have been loud. Racists, misogynists, pedophiles. And now it's our turn to get loud. The spiritual collective. We are strong. We are powerful. We co-create our future. We are love. We care for one another. We care for ourselves. We care for Pachamama, Gaia, divine feminine. We create our salvation. That's the end of the message. Every time I read or look at even the page where that last line is, we create our salvation. Whew, I feel it. I feel it in my body. It was very powerful when it came through. So how did it happen? Well, again, my messages come very late at night. I think it's because everything is quiet, the energy of the day has calmed down, and my house is quiet. I think that's why, but I'm not really sure. I have also tried to encourage other messages to come through, but that hasn't been successful yet. So for now, I am doing my energy work, as I mentioned in prior videos. I am being open to whatever this experience brings. And that's where I stand for now. For now. It'll likely change. So let me read some passages from my journal about the energy and how it came through. So right after I complete the message and the energy starts to fade, the message is done, I write in my journal, I have been shaking, breathing, and clearing the energy for several minutes since that message. Stretching and grounding into my body. This message came in more clearly. My body is still shaking and I am experiencing waves of energy. And I remember it. I sat here in this chair, I received the message here, and I was shaking very hard, not because I was cold. It wasn't the shivers. It was, I think my system was just overwhelmed by all of that energy. So I sat here for 5 minutes before I could even write in my journal because I was shaking so hard. I just sat and allowed my body and me just to be. And the timing of the message, again, it was late at night. So my last notation in my journal prior to the message was 11:11. Towards the end of the message, it was 11:44. And then when I go on to talk about how my body is still shaking, that was 11:55. So if any of you are into numerology, synchronicities, I will let you figure those numbers out for yourself. So the rest of the evening, for like another hour, maybe longer, I was really trying to ground myself. So I used my carnelian mala. I have two different malas that are carnelian, and I just held them and tried to really ground down my energy, and then I was crying, not because of sadness or emotion. I cry to release energy. So I was crying to release that energy. I was doing releasing, like energy releasing motions, and setting that intention to release the energy, and it wouldn't release. And that tells me that this energy is really for me. So I'm hoping over time my body gets used to this kind of energy and can tolerate it better, but I have no idea what's going to happen. If there's anything that the last few weeks of my life have proved to me, anything can happen. Actually, the entire year of 2021 has proved to me that literally anything can happen. So I am just kind of setting the intention to be open to whatever comes to me and for me. So I'm also practicing a lot of gratitude at this point, really to raise my vibrations so that I'm not just kind of dwelling in this very hard, heavy energy. Next in my journal or throughout this night, I'm not reading everything. This is my journal. It's kind of private. So I'm just reading some bits. And there's one part here that I just love and I didn't even remember writing. It says, the collective is so beautiful. It's time we start acting that way. It feels like it's the same energy of that channeled message. Okay, now I say this channeling session was easier. I was able to receive, correct my understanding, ask questions, pause to feel the intuitive energy and the guidance. And it really felt like Spirit and I were co-creating. That said, I don't know who I'm channeling for yet. And maybe they will bless me with that in the future. Probably just waiting to see if they can trust me to deliver these messages first, which happened the first time I channeled the message. I channeled it and everything went silent for a while. And then after I delivered it, I received another message. So maybe that's what's happening here. I just don't know. I don't know the pattern yet. I don't have a sense for how it's coming. So TBD. Whew. Okay, also in my journal, and this is 3:11 a.m. in the morning, I channeled that message sometime after, like between 11 and midnight. So this is 3 hours later, and I am still trying to work with the energy. I say, I can't sleep. I felt the energy in my hands. I sat at my desk. Energy faded. Palo Santo, lavender oil. I really want to sleep. My energy has been elevated for much of the day. It's unsustainable. Must sleep or at least rest. Presence and meditation are helping. So that energy, although the channeling was easier, energy was quite strong. And it, even that next day after I received it, I was still working through that energy. It took me a while, but I got there. And I'm back to my normal own energy, and I'm sure that with practice, I will be able to channel a message and clear that energy or come back to my own center quickly. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. We are just going to have to wait and see. In each one of my videos, I highlight a light worker who I've worked with or who has inspired me greatly. And again, I am highlighting Kassia Kristoff. She has inspired me. She has held these full moon and new moon ceremonies, which have activated my gifts in ways that I am unable to recreate for myself at this moment. She is a powerful healer, powerful channeler in her own right, and she shares her gifts so willingly and graciously and abundantly. I love it. I love her. Check her out. I'll leave links to her work below. Thank you for being with me. I am so grateful you are here supporting my channel by watching, liking, subscribing. I am so grateful for your energy and for your just being with me on this journey. And until the next time on Exploring Spirituality, I love you. Be well.